Hi, you guys, and welcome back to Breathe Your Words. Thank you for tuning in and watching. I'm glad to have you on my channel if you are watching, and if you're new, then welcome. Anyway, today I wanted to get on to talk about my third visit to Israel. Okay, I want to talk about it today because I was thinking about it, and I kind of miss my family. But anyway, because all of my family is in America, my husband's family is here. So anyway, my third visit to Israel was in 2007. It was right after I graduated from high school. I came and I stayed for almost 9 months. Almost 9 months. No, no, take that back. Not 9 months. In 2007, I did not stay for 9 months. In 2007, my second visit, I came after graduation. I stayed here for 1 month actually, and then as I was here visiting with my family, so I was here like I think either somewhere between 3 weeks and a month. Yeah, so I believe it was 3 weeks though, so it could have been. Yeah. But anyway, on that visit, I went to do the Via Dolorosa tour with my mother, my brother, and my little brother, and my one of my cousins, and who else? My an aunt and my grandpa and my uncle, who brought us all there, along with seven other people that he brought, I think, or six. I think it was six. Could have been three. I don't know. It was so long ago. It's 2007, you guys. It's 2020. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah. But we got here. We landed. We stayed in Dimona, where I live today. We stayed here for those 3 weeks, but we traveled a lot while we stayed here. We stayed here, but every week we were going somewhere different. Like every week we went to visit Jerusalem. We went to visit, places like Tel Aviv, places like Eilat, places like going on the way to the Dead Sea, seeing Sodom and Gomorrah and things like that. It was very fascinating. It was very interesting, you know. But I had already been in love with Israel from my first visit, and my goal literally was to live here, and that's what I really wanted to do. And I was just excited with visiting Israel. I was so excited with the fact that it was like, ah, just to stand on this ground, it really is holy. It really does belong to the Heavenly Father God, like the ground itself. And I believe that. I still believe that to this day. Do I feel like it's somewhere I want to continue to raise all four of my daughters? No. But, you know, um, and those are for other videos later, not for now. But but anyway, in that visit, the third visit, we came for New World Passover. As I've said before, I don't know if I really broke down to you guys what New World Passover is, but I'm married to a Hebrew Israelite. And at the time, when we met, we were just boyfriend and girlfriend at the time we were dating. And I was learning his culture. I was learning what they believe, how they live, because, to me, it was a lot of things different from the Hebrew Israelites in the Bible. It was many things that weren't the same. And then it was many things that were the same that matched up. But it was many things that I felt like didn't match up. So this video is going to be talking about him and how he was raised, because in 2007, I got to spend more time around him, around his family, around the nation, which is the community that he grew up in. So here it's called the Village of Peace. In Hebrew, the Kafah, or they call it something different. When you're speaking to Israelis, they say the Keilah. Yeah. So in Hebrew, the Keilah, which is the Kafar, which is the Village of Peace, which is the Hebrew Israelite community here in Israel. So, I learned how they do things. I learned what they enjoyed. I learned how they lived. I did Shabbat Seder with them. I went to Shabbat Seder with him. I dressed as they wanted me to. At the time when I was dating him, it was like there was a lot of pressure there. So, it was pressure because I was different from him. He was raised in this. I stepped into his world, so I had to live like him for the time that I'm around him and in his world. The only time I could be myself was when I left out to go to different places like to Tel Aviv or to Eilat, then I could relax. But around them, it was different. I had to always have my head covered. I had to always, no, no, no. Head covering was on the Shabbat. If I didn't take my hair down, then I had to cover my head up. So, that was because of the fact that I was his girlfriend. That's where he lived at the time, and that's how he was how he grew up. So, you know, it went from me doing those things to being a part of the holy days and things like that. But during this day, it was around the time of May. And during that time, I wanted to match my boyfriend. But because we weren't married, we couldn't match back then. So it's very different today. If you see the Israelite community today, if you see how the Hebrew Israelites do today, it's very different. People match whether they're dating or not. They match whether they're married or not. They could be just, special friends match. So it's very different. And it was beautiful, though. It was still a nice ceremony, a celebration, not ceremony, but a celebration. New World Passover. Anyway, I missed that. Let me get to that point. I like to jump from point to point, as y'all see. I try my best to stay focused. Sometimes it's very hard. That's all. But anyway, so New World Passover is the celebration of them coming from America to Israel and to live here for good, to come into the Holy Land, which they believe is their Holy Land, which biblically the Hebrew Israelites Israel was the land promised to them, but Israel was the people. Canaan was the land promised to Israel and his people, his descendants, meaning all the Israelites were descendants of Israel, the person, like the Lord told him in the Bible. He said, I will increase your descendants more than the number of, you see the amount of stars in the sky. You won't be able to count them. That's how many descendants will be yours. So as them being a part of Israel, they felt that coming here, living here was their right and something that had to be done. And they did that. So that's what New World Passover celebrates. So every year they also celebrate that, and they come together, all the families come together. The first day of New World Passover is where all the community matches in colors. The second day is where the families match in colors. So meaning, a husband and wife and their children and their children's children, that whole family will match. And then another family will match. This is on the second day. On the first day of New World Passover, only the whole everybody that's there, basically everybody that comes in, they have to, they'll tell you what color it is and you wear that color for that day. So it was very exciting. It was very you know it was one of the best times. I enjoyed their New World celebration every year, because we came, I think, many times in a row from 2006 all the way to 2019, which was the last New World Passover that they actually had, where it was people and get-togethers and everything like that. 2020, yeah, it was not. It wasn't New World Passover like I'm used to. It wasn't that, or like they're used to. It just wasn't the same. So, but back in 2007, it was great. I got to meet his family. I got to meet a lot of his friends. I got to know a lot of them. Got to spend time together. I got to travel around Israel a little more, freedom with my boyfriend. So that was very nice, and it was nice to see places that I hadn't seen. It was like nice to learn things that I hadn't learned. In 2007, I learned that my husband himself and him and many other of his classmates were one of the first black soldiers to enter into the Israeli military, because there was it wasn't black African Americans in the Israeli military until 2005. That was when my husband first went into the military, and here in Israel was 2000. Could have been 2006. I think it was 2005 though, because he graduated in 2005. And normally, right after graduation, they go into the military. So during that time, from 2005, 2006, and 2007, 2007 was his last year in the military, I believe. Um, yeah, 2007. No, 2008. So he went in 2006. He served 3 years. Okay, so let me correct it. Sorry. He went in the military 2006, 2006, 7, 8. 2008 was his last year he got out. And So the men serve 3 years and the women serve 2 years. So yeah, during that time, they have pictures that they post of the military men and women that went in first, meaning that we're the first of the Hebrew Israelites community to serve in the military. They have their pictures up every year, and it's like a walk of fame for them because their pictures are like it's a long sidewalk, and then their pictures are lined up on the sidewalk. So you walk and you see them. And I took a picture with him next to his picture. I also took a picture with him next to his picture. And so that was very nice and very good. Hey, Yada. I can never just do a video. Okay. Yeah, this is the first product of me and my husband. Yeah, that's our oldest daughter. Anyway, you guys, so subscribe to the Mercer Sisters. That's their channel. The Mercer Sisters. That is their channel. Okay. And yeah, thank you guys for watching me, and thank you for watching, for tuning into my channel. I really appreciate it. I just wanted you guys to know a little bit about what 2007 was like for me. So therefore, it was exciting. It was fun. It was all about New World Passover, and that was it. Because every time we came, that's when we did New World Passover in Jerusalem. I always did the walk, Via Dolorosa walk, which was the walk that Jesus walked with the cross on his back through Jerusalem up to Calvary. I've done that. I've done that like 4 times, you guys. And I thought it was amazing. I was like, oh my gosh. And it's still mind blowing to me. When I walk it, do you know how long that walk is? Anyway, I will tell you about that walk. That walk is a story for another time. But anyway, you guys, thank you for watching. Y'all have a blessed day. And I'm going to go. I have a fashion show to attend with my daughters. So, yeah, a fashion show they created. Thank you guys. I hope that you like this video. I hope that you share. I hope that you subscribe. I do hope that you want to know more about how did I get to Israel, and as far as living here in Israel and the process. I will be making videos about that, about my process to come and actually live here, and about how when me and my husband got married, and all those things. So I will make videos about that in the coming future, of course. So until then, be on the lookout, and please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.